Sometimes people label you a false prophet if you just say something that they disagree with. Sometimes they call you a false prophet if you preach on money. Everybody needs money, please. But people, I just want to address, what's a false prophet? What is a false prophet? A false prophet obviously is somebody who God did not call. So who's to judge as to whether God called them or not? However, Jesus did give some characteristics. He said, you shall know them by their fruit. So a bad tree can only bear bad fruit. A good tree bears good fruit. So you can see it in their members. You can see it in their following. If there's changes of life, their change of attitude, demeanor, character, they're pressing after God, going after God with all their heart. They fall in love with Jesus. Now that's a good sign right there. But if they're shysty and they're fleecing the sheep and doing all types of things for selfish gain, then of course that might be questionable. But anyway, what is a false prophet? Well, God will use anybody. In Matthew chapter 7, people were moving in signs and wonders, and they prophesied and did everything else. But Jesus said, depart from me. I never knew you, you workers of iniquity. And again, what I'm getting at is God will use anybody who has a platform. He'll use anybody. Just like there were some people in the Bible who Jesus' disciples saw that they were preaching the gospel, and Jesus' disciples wanted to go and check them out. And Jesus said, let them preach as long as the gospel is being preached. So there are people out there who have large platforms. There might be large followings, and they're gifts of the Spirit in operation. But understand this. The gifts and calling of God are irrevocable. So you can be gifted. You can have the gifts flowing through your life and still not be the real deal. And so that's evident as well. Many people are bamboozled just at the fact that somebody is using signs and wonders or gifts of the Spirit and not knowing it's a gift. It doesn't mean they're called. It doesn't mean they're a prophet of God. So again, we need to be careful as to who we label false prophets. You can't label somebody a false prophet just because you disagree with them or you disagree with their doctrine. They might have a revelation up on you, or you might know a little more than them. And this is where love comes in. Just pray for them if you think they're wrong. But anyway, again, God knows who he's called and who he has not called. And every minister has to grow up. And you have to give them time, because over the course of time, we'll find out who's the real deal and who's not. And then check out their following. Check out the fruit. How long have they lasted? I found 3,500 churches on average close every year. And if there's a ministry in existence and it's 25, 30 years long, that's a long time to be in ministry. And with all the ups and downs and highs and lows we encounter, anyway, again, but if your stuff is not genuine, it will surely find you out. And that's the bottom line. Hey, click subscribe there and continue corresponding with me. I appreciate you checking out BFABP as I blog on this site.